Hello again. Now, a bit of an update today on how things are growing in the polytunnel. And don't they grow? I mean, it's amazing how that extra bit of heat helps things, pushes them along just a bit faster than being outside. I haven't got a thermometer installed in it yet, but as you step in the door, it's noticeably warmer. There's no wind for a start, and then it's gathering up all the heat coming from upstairs and concentrating it in one area, so it's made a huge difference. And we're just going to update here on how things are growing in the polytunnel, which I'm very pleased with so far. So let's have a quick look. Now then, oh, we've got some volume, that's good. Now we're an update in the polytunnel. It's the beginning of April, and quite a change now. This morning I'm beginning to plant the tomatoes. We've got a row here going down, and I've got the holes dug for the second lot, which is a different variety. They're in here, look. They're pushing the lid off, so we've got to do something with them. In here we've also got some sweet peppers here, look, coming up nicely. So yeah, this variety is the main one, Cocktail Crush. Yes, Cocktail Crush is the little tiny ones. That's this row here. They grow on a vine, very sweet and small. And the other lot are Crimson Crush, which are the basic, normal round tomatoes. Again, super flavour. They're there. The remainder I'm going to put outside in some tubs. We've got the tubs out here waiting. Last year, because I was poorly, there's a grey tub, look, we've got some like that. I grew the tomatoes in those tubs. We just had a big, I think 5 or 6 in each, and they did very well. So we're going to put some of those outside as well. So that's the tomatoes. I'm going to finish off putting the other ones in those holes. I rotavated this yesterday. Don't use the rotavator very often, but when you need it, by golly, you need it. I mean, it did this in 15 minutes, right down as deep as the thing would go. It hasn't got all the twitch grass out, but we'll cope with that later. Other updates in here then. We looked at the tomatoes. What have we got in this little box here? We've got some plants that have been cuttings, Those are fuchsia cuttings. I can't remember what that one is. It's a very pretty bush. French, lots of them in France. Down this side then we've got the peas, petit pois. They're coming on nicely, look. Looks like they're going to want watering more often now. And I've put some netting up for them to grow up. We'll see how they go. I hope they don't go too high. In here, some mange tout. 2 tubs of mange tout. They're going to go outside and grow up some netting outside. Fairly soon really now. There's some more mange tout I've just put in pots today. 2 more there. They're going to go outside, and then I haven't got to dig holes. We've got problems with mice here, little mice in the garden, and they eat anything that's small. Love it. And small vegetable plants, they don't survive very long. So these are going to go propped up a bit off the ground, and then grow up against some netting I've got that have had honeysuckle on. Under here I planted some broad beans. We'll see how those go. English broad bean seeds that a friend sent me. I love broad beans, big green beans, Well, this variety evidently is supposed to be able to eat the pod as well when it's soft enough. Here we've got some rocket, some lettuce here, which I'll soon want potting on. I'm getting a tub ready to put them in. This is some parsley with the rocket. The rocket will soon be ready to eat, look. On the other side, over there, we've got some geraniums. These, let's just clamber over here without damaging anything. These geraniums were overwintered in brown paper bags. Took them out of the ground, out of the pots, put them in some brown paper bags, and I put them in these tubs about 4 or 5 days ago. Coming on well, aren't they? There's even a little one in there, look, do you see? They were very when I first put them in, they were white, you know, they've been in the dark. But they're coming on quite quickly. Pleased with those. I don't know if she'll do it again. Oh, tractor. But it's one way of overwintering them. I tried it because I'd read about it. The others are in the greenhouse and they've overwintered in the tubs. I cut them back, you know, and they've been in their tubs they live in. But they aren't off coming on well. They're doing better than these, a lot better. Strawberries. This is our strawberries in a tube, as you can see. They're starting to flower, look. We've got some here. That's 2 strawberries. Some more flowers there, look. I've been looking at the flowers and reading about it, and you can meddle about with the flowers to try and get them to pollinate, but I haven't bothered. There's some more coming here. They're ready for some more water. I don't want to drown them, but I'm giving them water with fertiliser in. They're looking healthy, aren't they? I think so. These are homegrown. They're you know, off the long shoots from a previous year. So I just dug them out. I think I mean, they're only just established. They've only been in here about a month, if that. So they're just getting established. Look here, now those are looking good. They really are. They're probably a bit too close together, but we shall see how it's an experiment. More flowers here, look. Considering they're homegrown and they didn't cost me anything, that's what I like. When strawberries at the moment, you know, they're, I don't know, blimey, €4 a piece for a plant. If you want to buy them, I mean, couldn't afford that. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 60 in here. That's £240. Well, that's not practical for, you know, for just domestic. Oh, what we've got here? We've got some rose cuttings, look. They're doing quite well. I've taken them out of the propagator box and put them out there. They're too soon to put in the ground because they'll only barely have got, they were only put in the propagator in the autumn. There's some here, got a bit of white. They've been in with those fuchsias and I don't think that was a good idea. I'm going to give them a spray with Savon Noir, black soap, which is what I use on, I don't use anything else on the roses but black soap, and give them I just take them out, give them a black soap, and I think that'll get rid of that. It's a little bug, you know. Right, so I'm quite pleased with that. So, oh, what we've got in here, we've got some more. These are those plastic boxes I was telling you about. You know, when they've got a hole in. Do you see? There's a hole there. They're not good enough for storage anymore. So we've got some sweet peppers. You know, coming on in there. It's, you know, it makes them a bit warmer than just being. Some more sweet peppers in there. Look, it's a bit warmer than just being in the greenhouse on their own. I think they're getting plenty wet enough. Those. Leave that door open a little bit. Right, that pretty well covers it in here at the moment. I'm going to get on and put the rest of these tomatoes in. Yeah, brilliant. I'm very pleased with things in here compared with how it was to begin with. There's a few tomatoes. I bought those from the supermarket. They were a special offer, but they're not done as well as my homegrown ones. You see, strawberries. They're not. They're barely doing anything really. They've got plenty of water. I think they're only just getting established. Anyway, you know, there's some growth in here. Yeah, they're being forced, I think. They've come out of the shop, you know, I think it's 6 for €4 or something like that, so they weren't expensive. Right, I'll find out the name of that shrub, tell you, and we'll get on with putting these in the ground. There's a tub here, look, for putting some lettuces in. I've put some cheap compost in there. It wants soaking. I've put a bit of fertiliser on top. I'm going to soak it in a minute, ready to put the lettuces in there. And we're going to use these also for the sweet peppers and other things that we need to, probably things we're going to eat fairly soon. Right, it's 11:30. It'll soon be lunchtime. That's the second row of tomatoes in. We've watered them. Do you know, this is the first year in, I don't know, nearly 20 years that I've actually managed to get the tomatoes kept separate. So I know that in the left hand side it's tell me what they are. On the right hand side, Crimson Crush. This side is Crimson Crush and this side is Cocktail Crush. They're both what do you call them, A1 something or other. That's where they've come from. Can you see? Premier Seeds, Cocktail, Crimson Crush. Those are the ones that are the basic big tomatoes. And Cocktail Crush are this side, which are the ones that like grow on vines. They're both F1 hybrids. I've used them before here. They're pretty resistant to most things, but the main problem we have here is come August, the rain starts again. It's now the beginning of April. It'll rain during April, then May, June, July, there'll be no rain. Pretty well no rain at all. 3 months. Gets very dry. August it'll rain. July gets extremely hot as well, and June. And then August it'll start raining, and then it upsets these tomatoes. It get mildew and things like that, and so the time when you get in the biggest crop, they go poorly. So that's why I'm growing most of them in here this year. So in here we've got, I'll just pop my head out so you can look inside. There's 38 plants in there, and here we've got another 20 or so. And they're going to go in tubs like this outside. We'll grow them up some stalks and see how we go. So there we are. The sweet peppers will eventually go outside in tubs like this. It'll soon get squished in here. And then as we start putting the petit pois, the peas and the beans and the mange tout out, I'll show you where they go in the garden, where I decided of cutting some flowers down and we're having them instead. These are the broad beans. It's some friends sent me these. It's they look good, excellent for freezing it says, so I'm going to grow quite a lot because I do like broad beans. See if we can freeze them. These are the peas, they're French peas. Those are the mange tout. So I've seeded quite a lot of those. They've come on quite well. You start them off in the dark. There's some lettuce here. That's French lettuce. Just one or two so you can pick it out and have it fresh. You can't beat it really, can you? Fresh lettuce and fresh tomatoes. Cucumbers I fight shy of. You can buy them locally, fairly reasonable price. So that'll do for the moment. See you later. There we are. Polytunnel update over for this time. We shall wait for a bit before we bring you anything else, and wait for some decent news and something you can look at. So thanks for being with us. Remember, if you like it, think about giving us a like and think about subscribing to the channel. It helps it to grow. And then share it with your friends, And if you want to look at other Cracker Books publications, there's hours of entertainment on the website. Here's the link. Have a good look, and I'm sure you can find something of interest. And thanks for being with us today. Until next time, cheerio.